What's up, guys? So today's video we're going to talk about how to take a merchant form of graphic, which if you're new and you don't know what merchant form is a research tool that has a ton of different tools built in to help you with everything from research, the keywords, the finding trends that sell on Merch by Amazon. But I'm going to show you how you could take a merchant form of graphic, which if you're on the merchant form of pro membership, you get graphics, and now they've got them all the way back to November 2019. So you get all these. I'm going to show you how to take one of these graphics and using 3 different programs, and we would turn them into something suitable for making a coloring book on KDP. So let's first look at the first method. I'm going to use Affinity Designer, and Affinity Designer, I believe right now is like $24.99 for a lifetime deal. But I've downloaded this before, and I'm trying to learn more about it. We'll use this method first. So I'm going to go and select, I'll take this bicycle for instance. So if I come over to the Move tool, I can move this up. And if I grab the corner, I can scale it. I'm going to move this up for just an example. I'm on a Mac, so Command, and if I hold Shift, it'll keep it straight. It'll duplicate this. So if I select the bicycle, I can come over to Color up here at the top. And if I hit this outer ring, this is the outline. And so if I hit the color next to it, it'll turn it black. So right now it still has color, so we got to go to this bigger circle here, and then we will move this guy all the way over to the white area. So I'm going to scroll in here, zoom in. Now you can see you can leave it like this if you want, or you could go one step further, and if you come over to stroke, and I have this on HSL, but you could put it on, I guess, any of these. Go to stroke, and then you could adjust how dark you want this. Just keep in mind you want to have it dark enough to see the outline, but light enough that people could actually color inside of it. So this is for a coloring book. And you could go like even further than this. You can go in and like over here in your layers, you can go in and turn off maybe certain things that if you didn't want all the highlight areas, you can go in and uncheck those. See how this right here, if I come over and select that, it turns it off. You can clean it up that way, or you can leave the highlights and make it color within those. Now this video won't cover like setting up a page for KDP, but I just want to show you how to quickly take a color design and then make it to where somebody can actually color everything in. And one tip, if you create the cover, you may want to take all your different designs and somehow like make it look like a pattern, but have all the different designs that are within the book. That way they could get an idea of what this should kind of look like when it's done. But just have them all spread out over the cover, like in small items, because it costs more to have like colored sheets inside of a KDP book. On the outside, you could have a color, everything could be in color. So just keep that in mind. I had a member of my Facebook group, Merch On, which you could join if you're not on there yet, asked me about Gravit Designer when I was telling them about, using this. So we will let's use this chicken. So unlike Affinity Designer, this is a more minimalistic type of program. I believe they still have a free version. I know when I downloaded this, it was free, but I think they may have changed some stuff. But regardless, if you're using this, your layers are on the left versus on the right. So what we want to do is come over to the left, and we'll do a Command All. I'm doing that on a Mac. It'll be different on a Windows. And then I'm going to come over to where it says Fills, and I'm going to make that white. Now you'll see when I change that white that there's still a group over here to the left. You have to hit the drop down, and you'll also have to select the ones in this one. So if I hold shift, I could select all those, come over to fill, change it to white, and then same concept, come over to where it says borders. We'll make this 3. You can see how it has the little feathers. You'll also want to select all these. You could hold shift and select the top, and we'll select 3 again. Now, again, you may want to go in here and eliminate some of these. It just depends. You kind of have to play with the sizing of this outline, or what they're called border, because it may be kind of sloppy trying to color over some of this. So each graphic is going to be different depending on how the designer drew like the highlights and the shadows. So you may have to go in and actually turn those off to your liking. But that's how you create, the white image with the border. So now I'm going to show you how to do this in Merchant Former. So Merchant Former, aside from being a research tool and providing graphics and whatnot, it also has a designer. So I'll leave a link below if you want to join up on Merchant Former. And if you use my code below, you will get 20% off your order, which will help you save a lot more money. So it's a great tool. Neil and his team is always adding new items and new modules to make it easier. So we're going to go to the Merch Designer. So when you open Merch Designer, you'll get all these different options. If you select T-shirt, that's what I'm on here. And so for this example, I'm going to use this pig that I downloaded from Merchant Former Graphics. The designer is not as complex as some of the other programs, but you can still sort of get to the same end goal. So what I'm going to do, you have to use the SVG file. So SVG allows you to change the colors. So up here you'll see all the different colors within a design. I'm just going to go and select each one, and if I hit this here, the white will show up. So I could hit white, 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 and then white. So now this should work for if you're using the book bolt tool. I'm not going to go over the book bolt tool, but I'll leave a link below for that as well. But book bolt is a way to create your interiors and your cover sheet for KDP. But you could export this out by going to download. This is your end result. So you could definitely color over that. So that's 3 methods depending on what software you use. Hopefully this video has helped. Please take a second, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.